Hey, what's up everybody? John here from Maximum Overdrive, and today we're here in Indianapolis at Pristine Auto Spa with Lloyd. How you doing, Lloyd?
Good, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having us, man. We're also got the Tesla Model 3 Plaid here today, and we're going to get it PPF, and we're also going to get the windows tinted. And a couple questions have been asked specifically, and wanted to have the professional here today to cover it. First of all, why is it important? Why should you have your car PPF? Why do you want that coat over the top of it, that wrap?
Yeah, absolutely. So with cars, they're getting to be more and more expensive, and this is one of the best ways that you can protect your investment. What we always focus on here is protection versus customization, or customization at least second. So with this Model S Plaid, we're not only going to do the protection of a full body expel film, which is 8 mils thick, really thick film that's going to prevent that scratching, prevent that rock chips from getting in and getting to the paint, but also customization. John selected to do the full body stealth, which is going to give the car a satin finish to it. So we're not only going to be protected, we're going to look really cool, and the car is going to be set aside from all the other Model S's that are out there.
Well, you got to look really cool whenever you're driving around. No matter whatever you guys drive around, you always have to look really cool. So let's keep that at the top. But yeah, so I think it's what you just mentioned is very important. Let's keep the rock chips. If you're going to race your car, you're certainly a massive rock. This is not going to stop that. But those little rocks that get kicked up and would chip your paint originally, it's now protected from that.
Yes, absolutely.
Now on the second piece, and there's a lot of I'll say controversy around tinting the windows, which is something I've always believed in. I think it's a good thing to do. Certainly we're going to be doing that here with your team, with your crew. But can you explain to the viewers here why it is important to do that to your investment, to your car?
Yeah, absolutely. So tinting used to be just a form to change the look of a vehicle, make it look a little bit darker, a little bit sleeker. Now with tint and ceramic tints, we can actually reduce the amount of heat getting into the vehicle. So we use Expel Primex R Plus, which not only rejects 98% of UV rays from getting into the vehicle, but also rejects 98% of infrared heat getting into the vehicle. So with this Model S Plaid, it's going to prevent the dash, the leather, all of the interior components from oxidizing, from wearing out over time, from excessive heat from getting on into the interior. In addition, all Teslas are designed that if in the summer, if they get up to a certain temperature, they're going to automatically turn the air conditioner on, cool the car back down, and start to degenerate that battery usage that you'll have. So with the right tint on a car like this, you'll actually get a longer range, you'll get a longer life out of your battery, and ultimately protect the whole car a little bit longer.
Yeah, so there you guys go. Don't just hear it from me, but take it from the professional here. I mean, this guy is the man, and I'm just telling you, whatever you do, protect your investment, protect yourself, and wear protection while you're at it. So remember, take yourself out here. If you get time, you're in the greater Indianapolis area. The link is in the description along with the information from Pristine Auto Spa. Take yourself out here. Come take a tour. Lord will take you around. It's a beautiful place. They've got a really nice setup here. It's very, very well done. They also do custom wraps on cars, like designs. As you mentioned, customization kind of comes second. Let's get the car protected and taken care of first, because it is a hefty investment at the end of the day in your car. So, and that goes for you guys looking to resell. Hey, you want to resell your car at some point, make sure you protect that car so it gets the full resale value.
Hey guys, what's going on? John here. Just wanted to give you a little overview of what I got to see, what I thought about this process. I thought it was pretty interesting. I didn't watch everything from start to finish, but I did get to see the different kind of pieces of it, besides the cutting of the film. As you know, some of that film is measured and cut on the side, and I get that. There's a lot of call a lot of painstaking work in that you got to go through, make sure your measurements are right, I imagine, things like that. But overall, what I seen was a very interesting process, very detail oriented. You have to be precise in certain things, and other things, while you think you may have to be precise, you don't really have to be precise. It's more of the art form versus the science, and then in some cases more of the science versus the art form. One of the most interesting parts to me before we actually go through the process was the cleaning part. And as stupid as that sounds, is that when you put that film over that car, if it's just not clean, you're going to see it. You're going to see the dirt underneath it. You're going to see potentially, specks or little rocks and grime that then when you try to layer that film over the paint of the car, like the hood as an example, it might pop up and look like a little indentation. So to me, one of the most important things is not only making sure your cuts are right, but also making sure that the car is, on the outside, of course, extremely clean, almost immaculate clean, because when you layer that film at that point, you just have to have it. It's no way. So once that's clean, the process kind of begins like this. Let's clean the car. Once the car has been completely detailed, it then essentially you start layering the car. And when I came in the first time, what I ended up seeing was they had the sides done, some side quarter panels and whatnot. So they went ahead and done those, and it looked completely different from the rest of the car. The car looked nice and shiny, where it was originally a high polish, kind of that high gloss finish, to that satin finish, which just stole my heart. I mean, immediately I was like, wow, this is fantastic. So, after the car is clean, they obviously will start putting the pieces on the different area of the car, or the PPF on the different area of the car. What I thought was really cool was when we overlaid the whole hood piece. That was just one piece that they did on the hood, one large piece. And I actually got to learn a lot from the gentleman that was there. So hats off to not only Lloyd and his team, but the workers. The team there is very friendly and very helpful, and just kind of explaining to me the process. I didn't know how the process worked. But once you got ready to lay that piece down, they would spray it real nice with some different slick films. I think it was baby oil in one case, and then water in the other case, and then there's some alcohol to do some cleaning work. But anyways, they make sure it's real slick, real smooth, then drop that piece over the top of it. And they had these little almost like little push boards that would push the water out from underneath the film. And once that's done, that's kind of how they get that film to adhere. You're basically removing all the liquid underneath the film, and that actually creates the film to attach to the paint or to the vehicle of the car. Which I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, you know what? This you have to have had many years of experience. And I think that's true. You do have to have experience to know what you're doing, but the gentleman was nice enough to let me try. And, I could see after a while how you could get good at it. I certainly wasn't good at it, but, you do enough of these and you turn pro. That guy he knew his way. He just boom, 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 boom. So he made it look real easy, where in reality is I don't think it is quite as easy as it looks, but you could definitely learn it over a period of time. The interesting part to me is once that is completed, the car almost immediately looks like a different car, because it really is. It does take time for that to dry, if you will, or harden. So that needs to sit there. And same with the when you put the tint on the windows. The tint on the windows is another part that I think everybody should be doing to their cars. It's just my opinion. It's protectant. Make sure that UV rays are not getting into the car, not bleaching things out and making stuff look bad. So overall, my experience process here with the team went from let's clean the car, detail the car. They cut the pieces. After the pieces are cut, they then start to overlay the pieces on, double check, make sure they're all nice and tucked underneath the sides or the corner edges. And then once that's complete, they go into a kind of a drying or hardening process and kind of look over, clean it if you need it. And then after a couple of weeks, you take the car back and have it looked at to make sure there's no spots or areas where you feel uncomfortable or whatnot. And if there is, they fix them up. So overall, the process was very cool. Hats off to the team up there for taking me through it, and I definitely learned a lot from the team up there, taking the time to answer my many questions that I had. So it was definitely worthwhile to see the process. If you ever get the opportunity, not only get up there, but places that do PPF or whatnot, go in and see the process of the light. It's a very interesting, very cool process to learn and see through.
Hey, what's up guys? John here, back to kind of finalize the job that I think Pristine Auto Spa did for my Tesla Plaid. First and foremost, regardless of my relationship with them or how nice they are, which they're great people, I give it to you raw. I'm going to tell you how it is and what my thoughts are on the work that was done with the vehicle. I hold nothing back, so the truth comes out, good or bad. And I can tell you straight up, I mean, I went over this car with some pretty fine lines, lights, and looked at it. And they did a spectacular job, not only on the wrap, or I shouldn't say wrap, the PPF, but on the window tinting as well. I'm extremely happy with the work that was done to the car. It makes it look completely unique from any other Tesla Plaid out there. Now, I'm sure others can potentially get their hands on this style of PPF, but to me, when I roll up, somebody's always turning their head, looking at it like, having to double check, like, what is that? For you Tesla haters out there, hey, you can hate the car, but it does look awesome. You just can't deny that finish on it. We got a little fly rolling across the top of my vehicle here. but also makes it easier to clean, obviously, keeps it protected. And one of the things I'll say about Pristine Auto Spa that impressed me the most is their want to make you happy as a customer. When I went in there and said, yeah, I wanted it PPF'd, he gave me several options. He just didn't try to throw the top level option at me and say, here, take this. You know, it wasn't just about money, it was about making me happy. And as we went over the car, when we finished up, if there was any issues, which I couldn't find any, everything looked tip top. He was like, I'll keep the car for longer if needed. I'll take any more care of it. That wasn't needed. It was all done. I have a 3-week follow-up coming soon. I think somewhere in the next week or so. But overall, the work they did, fantastic. 10 out of 10, no doubt. Friendliness of the staff. Their staff up there is tip top. These folks, these people, I mean, smiles on their face. They legitimately care about the job they're doing. And that's the thing. You could see it in the work. You know, if the work was bad, you're going to see it, and you can kind of get a feel for how people up there, like the attitude is. The attitude, these guys are happy, and they are professional with the job they do. I'm going to give you a little walk around with the camera here in a second, but I just want to say hats off to Pristine Auto Spa. Link will be in the description below with their contact information, with their phone number, so you guys can get a hold of them. If you're in the Indianapolis area and you need anything done to your car, that team up there is the absolute team to go with. Again, I couldn't be happier. Tell them I sent you. Tell them Maximum Overdrive sent you. I'm sure they'll do a little something for you for watching the video and for taking the time to go up there. Plus, you can just go up there and look at the cars they got up there. They're really cool, open door policy pretty much. Let you come through and take a peek at your wheel. But tip-top service, tip-top work, and the facility is extremely nice. Plus, they'll even take the time to teach you stuff, which I thought was key, because I don't know how to apply PPF to car. That's something with me. I never really took the time to learn. While I was up there filming, which it was super cool, they're like, yeah, come on in, film as much as you want. The cool thing is they started teaching me how to PPF. I'm like, this is freaking awesome. I didn't want to mess the car up or anything. I'm like, no, you're not going to mess it up. Go ahead and get in. So I actually was able to get my hands in, ask questions. They made you feel very welcome, like a family. And that's the way I like to think that I was treated and felt like I was treated while I was up there. I'd tell it otherwise if it was any other thing. So let's do a quick walk around of the vehicle. It's not going to be a very stable walk because I got you in the mount. But we'll get you a quick walk around of the vehicle here, and you can kind of see the final product here. I'm going to lower you guys here in the mount. Bear with me one second. So as we walk around the vehicle, I mean, you can see it's just got that satin or that almost matte finish versus the very high gloss. And when you look at the window tint off of those rims, man, it just pops perfectly. I was also very happy, and I'm going to show this. They were also able to have custom Tesla Plaid badges made for me, which, just goes to show you, I mean, he told me they could do it. They did it and delivered, and it was an offering. I didn't have to take it, but hell, if you're going to put this much time and effort in the car, might as well put those badges on. I think it makes it look even more unique than it did before. So overall, very, very excited, very, very happy with the work they did. And I'll tell you what, I clean and detail my own cars, and specifically here, this is going to save me a lot of time and efforts cleaning the car, which I certainly appreciate. But it's also an investment in your car. Like Floyd said, this is investing in your car, protecting your car. If you ever do decide to sell your car, you could always peel off the PPF if you need it and show the original paint is still in extremely good condition because it's been protected. So this will just keep your car valuable for a lot longer by doing PPF to it, which, again, you want the right place to do it that cares, and that's about quality and customer service, and I think they absolutely nailed it. Again, I would call it otherwise, but I don't see any spots. Nothing that sticks out to me. Again, I'm extremely happy with what was done to this car. Again, as I've been driving around, people turn their heads looking at it. Makes me feel proud, makes me feel happy. So again, you get the chance, you're in the Indianapolis area, look them up. Pristine Auto Spa. I'll have the link in the description. We're gonna wrap this video up. I'm actually gonna take this out for a little bit of a drive, and then I'm actually gonna clean it off. because it unfortunately got to sit in the rain a little bit this morning. But hey, remember, you guys stay safe no matter what you do, no matter what you drive. Keep it maximum overdrive.